For years, we had a system where we would stay with my mother every other weekend, but things changed the summer after my second grade year. My dad got a job offer in North Carolina and made the decision to leave my brother and myself with my mother for a month. By the end of the month, I was presented with a choice: stay with my mom in Texas, a place I'd lived my entire life, or go with my dad. I chose to stay. That, I would later learn, would be one of the worst decisions of my life. For the next 2 years, I was cut down verbally in every way possible. From being told that I was going to end up dead, to being told that at 8 years old, I would become nothing more than a prostitute. I was manipulated, controlled, in every way possible. She cut me off from my family by getting a hold of the phone that I had, and either calling them or answering the phone and screaming at them until they stopped calling. I was often told that she brought me into this world and she could take me out just as easily. I couldn't even run around the neighbor's house with my friends without being screamed at. Within a year, at 9 years old, I became suicidal. For me, the turning point came several months before my 10th birthday, which at the time I wasn't sure I was going to live to see. I finally saw my mom for the monster that she was. My crime that day? Laughing at a TV show. I hadn't realized how much she'd been drinking that morning, and I thought it was safe. It wasn't. Whatever happened that day, whatever my laugh triggered, caused her to snap. She got up off the couch and she came over to me, her 6-foot-tall body towering over my tiny 4-foot one, and backed me up against the wall, screaming at me, "But what did I find so funny now? That I should have died, I should have been aborted," when she had the chance. She was telling me that if I could just die now, that would solve so many problems. After that, I made my choice. I contacted my dad, who with the help of my aunt, got me to North Carolina safely. After about a year after I left my mom, my dad found out about WYN through a community outreach program and found out more about the mentoring program. He figured that that would be a good thing for me, as I needed more help than a counselor could provide. He was so right. It helped me immensely to have somebody in my life that wasn't there just every 2 weeks. My first mentor, Julia Barnes, helped to guide me through all the time, helped to guide me through so many of the challenges with the trauma I had just been through, from helping me with coping mechanisms to helping me learn to set boundaries. When it was time for her to move on, my second mentor, Willow, stepped into the picture. Willow helped me build off what I had learned from Julia, while also helping me to shape my personality since I was still recovering from my trauma at that point. When it was time for Willow to move on, I was introduced to Wisteria White, my current mentor. Wisteria has helped me transition into adulthood from helping me to pick out a college to helping me with my first job. This program has seen me through some of the darkest moments of my life and has led me to become the successful young adult that I currently am. From volunteering with Della Cruz Farms, a nonprofit based in Gap, to competing with HOSA, Health Occupation Students of America, my current goal is to go to Warren Wilson College in Asheville and major in biology, then transfer to NC State to be their lecturer. Tonight, I would love to see us meet our fundraising goal, as this would help to provide so many opportunities for long-lasting relationships for the over 100 kids still on the waiting list for Western Network services. I hope that one day, one of those kids can be the one on this podium telling you about their story. Thank you.